another sort of statement, it will take too long for you to grow your audience, to grow an audience on your site, and we need to generate leads now. Okay, great. So I presume that's coming from an estate agent in terms of that statement there. This is a really interesting point to address, which is building an audience on something like WiggyWam. Now, if you look at what most traditional social media marketing is all about, okay, you're creating groups on Instagram or Facebook or LinkedIn or wherever, okay, and you're using that in order to sort of develop this audience. And the challenge with a lot of these other sites is that there are many, many, many layers of distraction, okay? And what I mean by that is, let's say you're an estate agent and you set up a Facebook page and you start posting property details on there, which I see a lot of agents doing, right? The challenge you've got is that listing comes up on somebody's feed for maybe 2 seconds, maybe if you're lucky 5 seconds, if it catches their eye and they take an interest. But then the next video that comes up is a funny cat video, or it's a picture of somebody's dinner, or somebody's won an award. Okay, and the challenge you've got is that, as I say, there's multiple different distractions. So what's the impact that your marketing is really making in that moment? And I would argue it's negligible. And this is why we're passionate about what WiggyWam is, because it is the only property-centric platform in the marketplace. Okay, now when you think about it like that, people who are coming to WiggyWam are specifically looking for property, or they have a property-related challenge that they're trying to solve, or they're looking for a property-related tradesman or professional body, or property-related professional, or property-related education. Do you see what I'm saying? This is all centered around a hub that is specific for property. Okay, and you, as a consequence, you have a far higher targeted audience that you're putting material out there, which is meeting. Okay, so I'm trying to give you that as an example to let you know that, you know, the challenge with these other sites is, as I say, multiple layers of distraction, whereas we are more property specific. And as a consequence, the benefits for you growing an audience on there are multiplied. And I would encourage you to look at the difference in the way that WiggyWam is operating compared to other portals, for example. Now, if you look at a portal, it's an aggregator of property data, and it puts all these property listings in a nice, neat list, okay? And that's filterable on bedroom size or property value and all the rest of it, or area, etc., right? Now, if you look at the individual agent on that site, they are lost in what I call the sea of obscurity, okay? There's, as far as the punter is concerned, that they're scrolling through all this information online, and there is nothing to differentiate each individual agent on that site. So it takes a while for somebody to click through to then be presented with your logo and maybe some contact details, all of which are funneled through one system. Whereas if you look at what WiggyWam is doing, when you're putting stuff out there onto WiggyWam, not only are you listing your properties, for example, but you're also sharing your content. And we believe in putting the agents front and center on the platform, okay? That has a very significant difference, because now you're exposing more of the personality of the business, or more of the personality of the individual agent who's on that site. Think about the way the estate agent model is going right now. It's moving more towards individual agents. It's moving more towards a, shall we say, a stateside or Australian model, okay? Now, when you're putting all this content out there, you're putting your blogs out there, you're putting your podcasts out there, whatever else it might be, you're sharing your little updates, et cetera, all of that is centered around your profile, where somebody can search you out as an individual. And then, okay, we can see all of the content that you're putting on there. So if somebody's looking to list their property, and they can see a full transparent issue, or full transparent, shall we say, history of everything that you shared all in one place, do you think it adds confidence to them that you're the right agent to help and support them in selling their property? And I would argue 100% yes. And that's something you're not going to get with other sites that are out there right now. Okay, so that is a big thing. And the important thing about lead generation, boys and girls, I want to share with you right now is that we're now entering a time in the marketplace where a lot of people will start to cut back on their advertising and their marketing. And I think that's a major mistake. Now is the time that you want to really double down. You want to really concentrate on lead generation. If you want to know how to do it, we wrote these books for you, Estate Agent Secrets Volumes 1, 2, and 3. It shows you exactly how to do it in those books. Okay. And if you're a solicitor or a surveyor, I'd highly recommend you get those books because the format is pretty much the same, regardless of your business. It's all property related. And that will help you to start developing everything that you need to do in order to start generating leads and a following and an audience. Okay. It is very quick and easy to offer massive value to your current mailing list. Okay. To flush out leads by sending your entire mailing list a link to set up their WiggyWam profile. Okay, or to join WiggyWam. Why would people want to join? Well, because of all the additional resources that we've talked about earlier that will help them with their home moving journey. Okay, it doesn't take you long to get on board as a WiggyWam partner, for example, and offer this book to your audience. Okay, again, that is a revenue generator for your business. And if that's something that interests you and appeals to you, if you're following the guidance that we're suggesting in here for your clients, you're also going to be able to demonstrate that you're far more knowledgeable than other agents in your area and accordingly start to charge a premium for that. Okay, so think about it two ways. You're generating a premium from the clients that are listing with you, and you're also generating income from people who are otherwise perhaps static on your mailing list. That's something to think about. Okay, so I'm going to encourage you to look at that quite seriously on WiggyWam. Look at, join the site, play around with it, look at what you can actually do, and you'll begin to see quite quickly how you can build your audience and your following to generate the leads that you need. In fact, I guarantee they're probably sitting there on your mailing list. They're just not being flushed out as effectively as they could be. Okay, so I hope that helps, and let's move on to the next question. So that's it from me, guys. Thank you so much again. It's 26 weeks now of doing these WiggyWam Get Your Property Questions Answered webinars and podcasts. For anybody who's got other questions and concerns of a property-related nature, we'll return to our normal format next week. But please send your questions and concerns and comments into us. Happy to help at wiggywam.co.uk. That's happy to help at wiggywam.co.uk. You can go to our website, which is wiggywam.co.uk. Set up a free profile there and send us messages and comments through the website itself, or you can find us on Twitter. Our Twitter handle is at WiggyWam_UK. That's at WiggyWam_UK. And we'll be delighted to serve you and answer your questions in next week's episode. So thanks once again for all your love and support. Thank you for helping us to make 26 weeks. A big congratulations to all of you for everything that you've done to help and support us as well. And I'll look forward to seeing you on a future webinar very, very soon. Thanks ever so much indeed, guys. You take care. See you soon. Bye.